Stop. Before we go any further, take a deep breath because what we're about to discuss today is absolutely mind-blowing. It proves that the power of YG entertainment artists is truly on another level. Are you ready? We all know that the Chinese market is the fiercest battleground for K-pop idols. If you can conquer China, it means you hold the key to becoming a global superstar. Yesterday evening, the internet practically exploded. New data from QQ Music, the largest music streaming platform in China, was released, and the results are insane. One name is sitting on the highest throne with numbers that will make your jaw drop. She is not just popular, she has become a phenomenon. With a total of 129,000 followers, this individual has been officially crowned as the most followed fifth-generation female idol on QQ Music. That person is none other than the legendary center, Ahyeon of BABYMONSTER. But wait. The story does not end there. What makes netizens even more shocked is that she's not alone. Her fellow BABYMONSTER members are right behind her, occupying the top spots. Is this the beginning of total Gen 5 dominance by a single group? Does any other group even stand a chance? Do not blink and do not skip this video, because we're going to break down exactly why Ahyeon is so overpowered and how the competition looks in China right now. Let's get into the tea. Okay, dear K-pop stans, let us talk about the facts. Based on the latest data from 5th-gen views on X that has gone viral, Ahyeon of BABYMONSTER is showing no mercy to her competitors. 129,000 followers on QQ Music. Imagine that. That's just on one platform, and those are just profile followers, not counting the millions of streams her songs likely have. Ahyeon is like the all-rounder born from her rival's worst nightmares. She can sing, she can rap, she can dance, and her visuals are incredible. She has the main vocal vibes and the visual queen status all in one package. It is no wonder that Chinese netizens, who have very high standards for idols, fell in love with her instantly. Many say that Ahyeon possesses a very strong YG DNA. She reminds us of her seniors like Jennie from Blackpink, who has that boss babe aura, but remains adorable. In China, Ahyeon's facial type and charisma are considered the gold standard. But what really sends chills down our spines is the table itself. Positions 1 through 7 are completely swept by the members of BABYMONSTER. In second place, we have Pharita with 63,000 followers, followed by Rami with 57,000, Ruka with 55,000, Asa with 47,000, Rora with 41,000, and the youngest member, Chiquita, with 37,000. Is this a new group or a continental conquest? Fans on X are buzzing about this. Some say BABYMONSTER isn't just a group, they're a dynasty. Others commented that YG really knows how to pick members that the Chinese market loves. Their popularity on QQ Music is solid proof that their global influence is real and not just temporary hype. Now, let us analyze the competition. If BABYMONSTER is sitting comfortably in the top 7, what about the other talented groups? Do not be mistaken, the competition below them is also very exciting. We have the members of Islet, who are also rising fast. Wonhee is at number 8 with 22,000 followers. Given that Islet has a more dreamy and soft concept, this number is actually quite impressive for capturing the attention of Chinese fans who usually prefer the girl crush concept. Minju, Mocha, Iroha, and Yuna also made the list, proving that Islet has a solid fan base. Then we have Heejin from Artemis, who is tied for 10th place with 13,000 followers. Heejin is a veteran who already has a name for herself, so it is no surprise she still holds strong influence in this 5th generation. However, let's be honest, the gap between Ahyeon in first place and Pharita in second is massive, nearly double. When compared to anyone outside of BABYMONSTER, the difference is even staggering. This shows that Ahyeon has insane individual brand power. She's not just a member of a popular group, she's an icon. Remember when Ahyeon was briefly absent before their official debut? Many were pessimistic at the time, but as soon as she returned, she immediately took all the spotlight. This is what we call the power of Ahyeon. She has that it factor that cannot be taught. Whether it's the way she looks at the camera or the way she executes high notes that give you goosebumps, she was truly born to be a big star. You might be wondering why the Chinese market loves Ahyeon so much. First, there's the YG entertainment factor. We all know YG has a long and successful history in China with Big Bang, 2NE1, and of course, Blackpink. Fans there have high trust that a YG product will be high quality and have that signature swag style. Second, it's pure talent. Chinese netizens highly value skill. Ahyeon is not just about looks. Her pre-debut videos covering difficult songs went viral on Weibo and Bilibili long ago. They see Ahyeon as a true monster rookie. Third, it's her relatability and charm. Although she looks fierce on stage, behind the scenes, Ahyeon has a sweet personality and is a hard worker. On forums like Douban, many discuss how disciplined she is in her training. K-pop fans love a story of hard work, and Ahyeon provides exactly that. It's not just Ahyeon, though. Other members like Pharita and Chiquita also receive a lot of love for bringing something new. Pharita with her crystal-clear vocals, and Chiquita who, despite being so young, has the stage presence of a veteran. Other groups like Meow are also starting to appear on the list. We see Soin, Anna, Ella, Gowon, and Naren. Although their numbers are still in the thousands, just making it onto this list is a huge achievement. And don't forget Natty from Kiss of Life at number 14. Natty is an ace who is finally getting the recognition she deserves after fighting for so long. We love to see it. Looking at this data, one thing is certain. BABYMONSTER's dominance in China is no accident. It's the result of a mature strategy, undeniable talent, and incredibly loyal fandom support. But the question now is, how long can they stay at the top? We know K-pop is extremely dynamic. Tomorrow, a new group could debut and cause a stir. There are groups like Say My Name with Hitami or All Day Project that are also starting to climb. However, for now, the crown belongs to Ahyeon. She is the face of the fifth generation in one of the world's largest music markets. This popularity will be a massive asset for BABYMONSTER as they head towards world tours, luxury brand collaborations, or even solo debuts in the future. Imagine an Ahyeon solo debut. The world would literally stop. For all the monsties out there, you should be very proud. Your idols are truly on top of the world. And for fans of other groups, don't lose heart. These numbers are motivation for all of us to keep supporting our favorites so they can shine even brighter. What do you guys think? Were you surprised to see Ahyeon and BABYMONSTER's absolute dominance in China? Or did you predict they would be this successful from the start? Also, who is your ultimate bias in BABYMONSTER or other fifth-gen groups? Let us know in the comments below. I want to see if there are many Ahyeon stans here, or if you're more on Team Wonhee or a Natty enthusiast. Let's have a healthy discussion in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you agree that Ahyeon is truly the main character of 5th Gen. Share this with your friends so they stay updated on the latest K-pop info. And most importantly, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We will keep you updated with the hottest, craziest, and most exclusive news from the K-pop world just for you. Thank you for watching until the end. Keep supporting your idols, stay positive, and see you in the next video. Goodbye, K-pop lovers. Stay awesome. In addition to the incredible rankings we have seen, it is essential to dive deeper into what this means for the shifting landscape of the K-pop industry as a whole. The rise of these fifth-generation stars, led so convincingly by Ahyeon, marks a significant transition in how global popularity is measured. For years, we focused heavily on Western charts like Billboard, but the data from yesterday evening proves that the East remains a powerhouse that can solidify an idol's status as a legend before they even reach their second year in the industry. When we look at the sheer scale of the 129,000 followers Ahyeon has amassed, we have to consider the ripple effect this has on brand marketing. In China, the idol-to-brand pipeline is incredibly lucrative. Historically, stars who dominate QQ music often become the faces of high-end luxury fashion and beauty brands across Asia. By securing such a massive lead, Ahyeon is positioning herself not just as a singer, but as a commercial titan. This kind of influence is reminiscent of the early days of the fourth generation, but the speed at which Ahyeon has achieved it is unprecedented. It suggests that the gap between debuting and reaching superstar status is shrinking, thanks to the viral nature of platforms like TikTok and Douban. Furthermore, we must talk about the internal chemistry of BABYMONSTER that allows for this kind of individual success without overshadowing the group. Usually, when one member is significantly more popular, it can create a lopsided dynamic. However, seeing all 7 members occupy the top 7 spots on the QQ music chart tells a different story. It shows that while Ahyeon is the spearhead, the entire group is being consumed as a package deal. Fans are not just following Ahyeon, they are following the sisterhood. This collective dominance is a strategic masterstroke by YG Entertainment. By ensuring each member has a distinct color and high skill level, they have created a situation where the fans feel compelled to support the whole lineup, even if they have a clear favorite. But let us look at the challengers again, because the 700-word jump between the top tier and the rest of the list reveals some fascinating trends. Groups like ILIT and Meowv are representing a different side of the K-pop spectrum, while BABYMONSTER leans into the powerful, charismatic girl crush image that has historically performed well in China. ILIT is tapping into a more aesthetic, lifestyle-oriented fandom. Wonhee's position at number 8 is particularly noteworthy. She has become a viral sensation for her unique doll-like visuals, which resonate deeply with the C-beauty standards currently trending on social media. Even if her follower count is currently lower than Ahyeon's, the engagement rate within her niche is incredibly high. This suggests that the fifth generation will not be a monolith. It will be a battle between different vibes and concepts. We also cannot ignore the veterans who are finding a second wind in this new generation. Heejin's presence on the list is a testament to the loyalty of K-pop fans. It is incredibly difficult for an idol to transition from a previous group or project and remain competitive against fresh rookies backed by massive marketing budgets. Her ability to hold a spot in the top 10 shows that there is a significant portion of the audience in China that values legacy and proven talent. This loyalty factor is something that new groups like BABYMONSTER will eventually have to cultivate if they want to stay on this list for the next 5 to 10 years. As we look toward the rest of 2026, the question on everyone's mind is about the sustainability of this growth. China's music market is notoriously difficult to navigate due to changing regulations and the sheer volume of domestic talent. For Ahyeon to maintain her #1 spot, she will need to continue delivering viral moments. Whether it's a flawless live vocal performance, a high-fashion editorial, or a heartwarming interaction with fans, the demand for content is insatiable. The data from yesterday evening is a snapshot of a moment in time, but it also serves as a starting gun for a very long race. Moreover, the inclusion of idols from smaller agencies, such as Natty from Kiss of Life and the members of Hearts to Hearts, provides a glimmer of hope for the underdog narrative in K-pop. While the big four agencies continue to dominate the top of the charts, the fact that these idols are even appearing on the radar of Chinese music listeners is a huge win. It proves that talent can occasionally break through the noise of big-budget promotions. Natty, in particular, has had one of the most inspiring journeys in the industry, and her ranking at number 14th is a victory for every fan who has followed her since her early survival show days. In conclusion, the current state of the fifth generation on QQ Music is a fascinating mix of expected dominance and surprising resilience. Ahyeon is clearly the queen of the moment, carrying the torch for YG Entertainment with a grace and power that justifies every bit of the hype. But as the numbers for ILIT, Miav, and ARTMS continue to climb, the competition is only going to get hotter. The monster era is definitely here, but the rest of the field is lace up and ready to run. It's an incredible time to be a K-pop fan, witnessing the birth of new legends in real time. What do you think will happen in the next 6 months? Can anyone break into the BABYMONSTER top 7? Or is that wall just simply too high to climb? And do you think Ahyeon's success will lead to a solo project sooner than we think? The K-pop world never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to stay tuned as we continue to track these numbers and bring you the stories behind the charts. The era of the fifth generation is just getting started, and it's looking brighter and more competitive than ever before.